Good afternoon, everybody. We are live here. This is Latino Psychic Visions. I am Roger Garza Sr. along with my beautiful wife. Hey.
Good evening, everybody. Actually, afternoon. It's good to see you already coming into the show. Thank you for joining us. Carol, Richard, Dan, Angela. Wow, this is so cool. Good to see you. I know that Christopher James has also already shared the show here before he gets in. So if you would be so kind as to, hi, Ariana, to
Hello, Anne-Marie.
Share the show, please, and share it with your friends and family. You never know what's going to happen. We hardly predict it ourselves. We can't. Well, Roger does predict things. We'll get onto that later. But you make it work. You guys make it work. We're so happy that you joined us. And please tell your friends and family.
Like the show and share the show, please, because there's importance to that.
And then there are also, please subscribe if you're on YouTube, Roger's YouTube, and you haven't done that already. Please subscribe. We love the numbers are rising, so thank you very much for that. You are spreading the word, and we are getting new people on, and it's just so very exciting. So, thank you,
Richard. If you're talking about the earthquake, yes, I did see that. No, the plane crash. You called it. Yep.
Hi, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
Good to see you on YouTube. I realized that Roger had some help on Saturday getting you back on, so that makes me very happy. Absolutely. We'll try not to ban you again.
Angela, the Dia de los Muertos is not until tomorrow. It's always November 2nd, okay? I know everybody's gearing up for it, but it's November 2nd.
And what is that for those folks who are not of Spanish?
You pay homage to the dead. Okay. It's their day.
It has been crazy.
Ariana, we are fine, thank you.
Isn't there celebration that starts before tomorrow, though? Even so that it is tomorrow?
They have a feast of some kind that I know of.
Yeah. So she says, no, I know.
That's cool. No, that's cool because you start with the feast, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And you're supposed to set a plate for them.
For the people who have in your life who have passed?
Yeah, one setting. Hey, Dan. Good to see you, buddy. You know who this is.
Oh, hello, darling. Maria is here. Good to see you tonight.
Hi, honey.
Fantastic. And so Janina's with us as well from Australia.
Yes, dear. We feel bad about your fire, you know.
So Janine lost everything, she said, to a fire in her home in Australia. I'm so sorry. I hope you are getting help from your family and friends.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. Hello, Kathleen. It's been a while, dear. Good to see you.
So Dan is saying he's not been feeling so good. He's been feeling crummy.
We're going to have to put him on the list.
We are. Yeah, I know that big C is always something to be thought about. And there's Sandra. Good to see you. Hello. Wonderful
Girl,
picture.
I hope you liked your reading yesterday. That was,
look at that beautiful picture.
It shocked me how it started out. But I want to put this up too, honey.
Okay. So Anne Marie is helping us. Feast of All Spirits today, and then Feast of Loved Ones on 11/2. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for that.
So that means Daddy gets a good meal, not a bowl of cereal.
Yeah. Your favorite cereal.
Well,
that's what I feed you. What did you have last night, by the way? What did you have for dinner last night?
Meatloaf.
Thank you.
My favorite.
And who made it?
You.
Okay.
Who do I live with? Hello.
And who do you live with? Yes. Thank you.
Herbie Lopez. Good to see you, buddy.
Hi, Denise. Hi, Herbie. Kathleen.
Oh, look what Anne-Marie says.
Wow. That's right. And I hope you're better. Hope you prayers for your continuing healing as well. Oh, that's
And Vanessa has this.
okay. It's All Saints Day today. Yes. And
Look what Richard said, honey.
not oatmeal. No. You like oatmeal,
Yep.
don't you?
But I also like Special K with Cheerios. That's my favorite.
Yeah, Roger mixes his cereals up. He does Special K with fruit in it and Cheerios.
Yep. There you go, Dan.
Oh, Mary, that's so cool, you.
And look what Ariona says.
Oh, she hasn't been well at all the past few days. Well, we'll be praying for you too, Ariana.
Did you
You
put
know-
up the topic today, baby?
I will do that now.
Cornflakes and banana slices is the bomb. Let's not get carried away on cereal now, everybody, because
We're doing great, Leanne. Thank you for joining us tonight.
yep.
Not last night, but
No, I had my favorite meatloaf, and I'm gonna have some more tonight. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
I made a double batch,
Yep.
so we'd
It
have
was
leftovers tonight.
good. Ooh.
It made him happy.
Okay, babe. Now you can put up the banner.
Well, okay, it's there.
There he is. There he is.
Hi, Christopher. Good to see you.
Okay, Mom, put it up. I won't touch it.
Okay.
This is our topic today, everybody. Please make every moment matter in your life. No chocolate milk, Richard. And I'll tell you what, I asked her, I said, didn't you get the big chocolate? No.
I know. I messed up. Okay.
Yeah, but they gave you a pass, honey, because you did the meatloaf.
And what else? Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, and peas.
And peas. Yes.
It was
Okay.
all good.
It's all good.
So
yeah.
there's some things that I want to talk about with you guys, serious things, okay? So I'm going to wait about a half hour. We'll just break into it. You want to put Ariona's up there?
Yeah, so she's saying that memories from her childhood are coming back. It's making me physically sick, and I can't stop them from coming back.
Honey, don't stop them. Get them out.
Yeah, sometimes when you get them out and put them out in the sunshine and look at them, I know I'm making you sick, but it's kind of like facing them. I'm no psychiatrist, but I mean, we all have them. Now, I don't know if we all have them, but there are some things you don't like to see. I know.
Ana Maria, that sounds good.
You got to get a big tortilla for that, don't you?
No, you just make a couple of little tacos all the way across.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Vanessa says she's back from being attending her friend's funeral. Bless you and bless her. I know.
Yep.
So Christopher, James likes meatloaf with ketchup.
Yep.
Okay, we're getting into the recipe of their best meatloaf in town. Yeah. Oh. So here she says, all I see is blood. I don't know what your memories are, honey. I don't know.
But it's good. Here's the thing, honey. It's good to get them out there. Talk with somebody about this. Don't keep it inside you. Bring it out. So then that way you can shut that door.
If you have someone you can trust to talk about with them,
Yep.
Here on this format is, you're very brave in saying things like that here, and I we both send our love to you and hugs. However, it's really good if you have someone who you can trust to bring these things to, do it. It's the only way you're going to get, you're not, it doesn't serve anybody anything by tamping down or trying to just keep down memories that are not good. Sometimes, because they'll come up anyway, they bubble up. They just will bubble up. And they probably bubble up when you're feeling safe. That happened to me. I had a big epiphany one day, and I was fortunate enough to be telling my husband, Roger, about it. And it was very, I felt safe. I was able to see things as they were, and he helped me through it. Oh, Janine. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take her. Can I please say, Janine says, of course you can say that what happened to her. She had 6 angels guiding me away from the fire and headed to the front door. So yeah, it's kind of, can you go into a little bit of detail by text? I know we can't really bring you on the show today unless you want us to, but please kind of expand on that. That would be great, because you know what? There are angels on earth.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe you had angels from heaven. I don't know. Please tell us about it. And Angela says, making every moment matters makes me think of past loved ones, of moments I couldn't change, but I wish I could have made more time to make those moments matter. Yeah. I mean, we all have that. And you're so smart. You look like a young lady, and don't wait till we're 73 like me to make those moments matter. I'm doing every single day that I can with my family and my husband to make everything matter, and reaching out to you guys.
This is why we say this.
Yeah. Love everyone you can on this earth. Love is life and life is love.
Hello, Debbie.
Good to see you, Debbie. So glad you joined us today.
Yep.
And so, Kathleen says that she had the same experience 17 years ago. There were 2 of them, 2 angels. My home was arson. Okay. I mean, I believe I had an angel direct me as well, comfort me and take care of me at one time. Yes. Thank you, Mary.
And here's a good thing. Where was it? I just hit it. Don't touch it.
Okay. Yeah.
They survived.
And so did Janine. That looked like I saw the pictures on Facebook. It looked like it was pretty devastating.
Yep. There's our good buddy Doyle, honey.
Yep.
And our dear friend Margot, his wife.
And there's Margot as well. Good to see you, dears.
Right now, so you folks know, this is Latino Psychic Visions, okay? And we're saying hi to everybody. But when we get down to the half hour, I'm going to talk about things that might get too heavy, okay? But that's why you watch the show.
And we have Efe back. Welcome back. How are you doing, dear?
Efe, honey.
Efe.
Yeah, that's the way you pronounce it.
Okay. And there's Loretta.
Loretta!
Yay.
And please, folks, can you hit the like button right now? Just hit that like button and then share the show. Because I'm going to be talking about some things that a lot of people need to know. All right? So if you have family, I'm sure you do, share it to your family, share it to your friends, share it to your groups. Because I am going to get into deep stuff. Okay? So please like and share the show. I don't know how many times I got to say that so they keep us on the air, so we don't get removed.
Well, it's not exactly the keeping on the air, but to just...
No, I'll slap them if they don't.
So if you're on the YouTube channel, please hit the bell and the up, that thumbs up button. That's the like button.
Right. And those that are on Facebook, Ife, get onto our YouTube channel. Honey, you want to put the link up?
Yes, I'll go and do that.
That way you'll come over here and you can hit the subscribe button, the little bell, and you'll every time we come on, you'll get a notice. And you don't have to tinker around with this or that, it just automatically takes you. Kathy Little's here, honey. Hello, Kat.
Hi, Kath.
Good to see everybody coming in. Okay, there's the link, everyone. If you hit that, it should take you to YouTube and our StreamYard.
To this show. Right
Yep,
to this show.
right to the show.
Right to the show. So
Ife, come on.
So the deal is, though, you may have to have your own channel, YouTube channel created before you can get over here. So we understand if you only can stay on Facebook, but maybe in the future, because things are, we kind of are going to be moving over to YouTube a little more. It would be to your benefit, so you can watch the show. It's a better product, it's a better viewing, and you don't get hacked by stupid people.
Right.
Who want to.
We had stupid people on the last show.
Yeah.
By the way, everybody, I'm going to, in between the time of our talk and everything, I'm going to be doing cards 1, 2, and 3. Don't put your number up. But I'll be doing cards 1, 2, 3 in between time doing readings to people. Okay? But there's some stuff that I want to talk about. And I'm going to do that at the half hour point. Yeah, Mary, I finally figured out how to do it. This, honey, I went and I figured it out. And Lynn Fern should be able to get on now, too.
Yeah, I took you being, so you had a fantastic show on Saturday. I was busy with family.
Yep.
And I understand it was a really terrific show.
Yes, and we want to thank Laura Lee Potman for being a special guest. And man, she's the one that helped me get Mary back on and Lynn back on.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I tried to, but I wasn't able to do it. So thank you, Laura Lee.
I know how to do it.
You'll have to show me, huh?
See.
Okay. All right. You can do it. Thank you, Richard, for
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you, dear.
Now, see, you guys, how hard was that? Richard did it right away. Just like and share the show.
Yeah. And sometimes I get it that sometimes you might feel a little shy. Oh, should I really share this with my friends and family? They'll think I'm weird. They don't believe what I believe. But you know what? It's kind of step out in courage, isn't it? I challenge you to do it. Step out of your comfort zone and be a rebel. Be a rebel,
By the way, dear.
Yes?
You want to plug your show?
Oh, you want me to plug it now?
Why not?
Okay, well, cool. I was going to do it at the end, but fine. If you're going to give me time, that's wonderful. So next Tuesday, November 7th, will be my first show, Phase Angels. It starts at 4 p.m. Central Time. Everyone is invited. I hope you join me. I am going to have a special guest on the show. The purpose of the show is to bring to you, it's a spin-off really from Latino. It's not a psychic medium show, but it's some of the topics that we talk about that we bring up, such as relationships, or I don't know, anything that comes up. I don't have a list going. Manifestation, things like that. And I hope to have I have a wonderful line of people for the whole month of November who are kind of kind of, some of them are kind of famous. I can't believe they want to be on my show, but they do. And I don't want you to miss it. Men and women are going to, I hope you will both join us. It's not just a woman's show like my dear husband kind of alluded to the other day. It's not a woman's show. It's a show for everybody. Yeah. So
Thank you, Christopher.
So it's Phase Angels, November 7th, 4 p.m. That'll be Tuesday night, next Tuesday night. Okay? Yeah, well, Roger is not a special guest. Not
Thanks,
right away. No.
I'm not
right
going to be on. This is her show, not mine.
Yeah. No, he's not going to be a special guest. He's always a special guest, okay? So on this Mug's for You, he's my special guest on Saturday's show.
Kathy Hanley said that she liked the show that we did Saturday.
Yeah.
In fact, it was so good that we went overtime. It was just moving right along beautifully.
Yeah, Laura Lee is just a fantastic person. She's a psychic medium. She's out of Thunder Bay, and she also has something. What's that show that she's in on TV? The
Paranormal Survivor.
Yeah, she survived a paranormal experience. It was quite.
She
crazy.
said episode 14, I think it was.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you watch the show, or you can rewatch it on YouTube. It's on Roger's channel. So, I need to put it on the website too. You're right.
Hello, sure. Rachel. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Hi, Rachel. Good to see you. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I really am. I am so happy about the response I got and the encouragement I got from so many people. My husband's the one who brought up the topic that I should have and he brought up it should be Phase Angels, and you probably were there on the show when he first discussed it. I don't even know, last spring, or I don't know when it was, but I wasn't ready for it then, but I am now. It was one of those topics that I decided to put on my list, and here I am going to do it. Sandra says, when it comes to animals, rescuing, healing the animal, those moments matter a lot too. Yes.
Sandra, honey, is just like Cammie. If they were together, they'd have a big farm.
Yeah. So my cat is a rescue cat. Roger's Maxie is a rescue dog.
Dogs, yep.
Yep. We believe in rescuing these wonderful animals. Yep.
Look at Faye rescued me.
I rescued him. He rescued me as well. Oh, okay. So.
Excuse us.
I work in an office.
We are not worthy.
Oh, well, I mean, she's here now. I think that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry about it. We're happy for you. So Carol says her pup is a frequent visitor. Oh, rescue. Okay. I know. It's like the cat that I rescued was 15 years old when I picked her up from the Humane Society, and she is. I've never had an animal like her before. She is. Can you explain her, honey, quickly?
Very loving cat. Faye walks by her and she'll swish her little paw out like, get over here.
If I'm sitting on the couch, she takes her little paw and she goes, hey.
And she'll come up right to her face.
And she'll say, hey. Like if I'm on the phone or something, she goes right on my chest. Now, I think she's a little human, don't you? Oh no.
Crazy from what
She's
I've
a
seen.
kitty. Oh wow, look at Vanessa says.
Wow.
She says she has 8 rescue dogs. Wow. Good for you. Yeah. Animals they teach us so much, don't they, folks? Animals teach us how to be, they love you unconditionally.
Yep.
And they depend on you to love them back unconditionally. And they can be so frustrating, but then they can be so, oh, I don't know. They teach you how to
Rats.
be a good person. They are always telling you how to be a good person. If you have a relationship with them. Now, I know there are some people who have animals for purposes that I don't want to talk about here. But I mean, usually if they're your family pet, they are teaching you as much as you are teaching them. So yeah, making every moment matter. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter where you are. Absolutely. Oh, wow.
Whoa. Oh, yes, he was talking about the donkey. And I looked at her and went, what?
She used to have 22 animals: horse, donkey, mule, guinea cats, dog, and reptiles, all rescue. Wow. There you go. So these are, I hope you had a big place.
Sandra, just remember what I said about the train.
Okay.
Okay, we're coming up pretty soon. And we're going to, folks, brace yourself because of the topics that I'm going to be bringing up or talking, everything I'm going to talk about might get real heavy. So,
I know. Yeah, bear with us.
Yeah.
But the purpose of, you know, it is what it is.
Now?
It is what it is. First of all, before you bring anything up, why do you bring it up? Tell us why you bring it up.
Wait a minute, hold it.
So her angels, Jennings explains that her 6 angels were the ones she has just lost, and her mom, who she lost 36 years ago. It started in a laundry. It was an electric fire. Oh dear.
That's why we have to clean our dryer filters, everyone. Even in the back, you have to clean them out because that lid catches on fire. So please, not only with the deal that they give you, you clean out just the lid thing. No, you have to get in where the lid thing goes under and clean all that out too.
Mary says rescue animals are always so grateful and loving. Absolutely.
Yep. My Maxie is.
Oh God.
All right, everybody. We are going to be talking about some things that have come up. Okay? Now, the reason I talk about things and the reason I feel that you people watch the shows is because I talk about things that I've talked about back in 2009 when I did my radio show in San Antonio. Things are happening. Okay? Yes, there are things that we can't help what happened, and we can't help why they happen, because if you remember correctly, I said all we are is pawns in a chess game, and we're the ones that suffer. Okay? So what I want to talk about is something that I predicted back in 2009. And I said this, and man, I'll tell you what, everything that I said back in 2009 to this date has happened. Back then I had said, when the call comes out for them to rise against the Americans, I said the call will come out and they will rise. Yesterday, I was watching the news, and I believe Anthony Blinken, I think that's his name, Anthony?
Secretary of State of the United States.
Right. He gave out the warning, the alert. He said that he was afraid of people uh, that they're here, and they're already here. I said this in 2009. I said, so when the call comes out for them to rise, they will rise. And the call came out. And Mr. Plinkett said, please be aware of everything. I've always said, be aware of your surroundings. I've always said, be aware when you go parking somewhere, make sure it's well lit up. Do not go alone. Be aware of your environment. And I'm not trying to say this to scare you all. I am trying to say this to alert you all that this could happen at any time. If you notice the rise that's come up about these shootings, I hate it with a passion. And that's why we say every show, love everyone you can on this earth, because love is life and life is love. I'm trying to instill that in everybody, because that's the message that I received from the other side during a reading. And I'm conveying it to you folks hopefully with meaning. You know, my girls will tell you that I'm a changed man. My wife will tell you I'm a very loving man, because I want to be loved back. And when I came from the other side, coming back here and like reborn per se, I came back with a totally different aspect on the world per se. Because it wasn't about monetary things. It wasn't about what I owned, how I looked when I dressed. I got a better car than you, or a better truck than you, or our house. No, it was nothing of that. It's how you are in here towards your fellow man. That's what's very, very important. I've also predicted back then, and I will say I've seen it countless times. I predicted a long time ago in 2009 on the radio that there would be a civil war. We had one. And I say we're going to have another one. Okay? Also, I predicted that there would be a plague. We had it in the form of COVID. I said it would be all over the world, and it was. I predicted that the Army, I said, or the National Guard will be giving out food and water, and they did. Now, unbeknownst to us, there's 2 wars going on, and I said there would be a third. It's happening. We're just in this thing like sitting back, hoping and praying that it doesn't affect us, but folks, I'm telling you, it will. And I hope they don't cut me off, because I'm trying to convey this stuff to everybody.
So you say they will. Do you say that there's no possibility that it could be altered?
If we pray, and I mean this sincerely, folks, pray from your heart. Pray to change the minds of all these people that are involved in this, the uppers per se, that have control of what's going on. We need to stop this killing. We need to stop killing each other. We need to stop the wars. We need to stop everything. And realistically, go by those words. The words I've always said all the time. Go by these words. Love everyone you can on this earth while you're here. Because love is life and life is love. Those words mean so much that you have to instill that in your mind and in your heart. Be kind to people. It's a crazy, crazy world we live in. I never thought, I shouldn't say never, because I seen it years ago, but I thought every time I would see that something would come up, I said, no, tuck it back away. We don't need that right now. And no, it overwhelms and comes out. And now it's getting scarier by the minute, per se. Yep, I did, Angela, I did. I said it would be here, and it's here. Look at all the people that are homeless right now. Look at all the people that are coming across the border. We've got no control over that. One person does. We're all fighting, I should say, those who are born and raised in America are fighting against that. You know? it's kind of a thing like too little, too late. Okay, we just have to deal with what it is. But in the meantime, it doesn't mean that we have to go and start picking on those people and be mean to those people. Show your heart. Don't show your mind. And I've always said this time and time again. Show your intelligence, not your ignorance. Be kind to people, and they will be kind to you. Remember that. If you have a business, be kind to your workers, because believe it or not, your workers can make or break you. Remember that. That's very important. When I was managing restaurants and that, I've always said, you guys, let's get together. Let's have a little huddle before we start work. When I was running a car lot, the same thing. I'd buy donuts, I'd buy breakfast tacos, whatever, just to make sure that the help was happy working there and working for us. And that's what you have to do. You have to give out your heart. It doesn't cost anything, but more than anything at all, you need to pray. And I mean pray hard. Pray to stop all this nonsense. It's got to stop. It's getting way, way too far out. Now, not to bring this up, but if you all remember too, on the show, I said, and I predicted this a long time ago, I said we will have a one body, not Republicans and Democrats and independents. No, it's going to be one body, period. And recently, about, maybe a year ago, I said, leave the Republicans alone. I said, they're going to fight amongst themselves anyway. What's happening? They had a fist fight on the floor.
The House of Representatives.
Yep, a couple of representatives went at a fist fight. And then one of them, they said it beat him so bad with a cane he almost died. And this is in chambers, in the body of Congress. What's going on with this world? Where's the respect that we Faye and I grew up with? What happened to the respect for elders? What happened to the respect for policemen? I'm not cutting anybody down, but damn it, I'm going to say this. All lives matter. Not just one particular bunch. All of them matter. We're all human. We all bleed the same. We need to take care of each other, because if you look at, what is it, honey, the Declaration of Independence, where it says, we the people, we are the people. We have to take care of us, because Congress isn't doing it, nor are the senators. Nobody cares right now. So we have to pray for them to open up their minds and wake up. And I'm sorry to get like this and get crazy and all that. It's just that we have to put better people in there. Number one, the first thing I look for is respect. If you don't have respect or trust in the person that you put in there and voted on.
Why'd you vote for him? Right. And why would you just vote for somebody because you don't want to vote for somebody else? I mean, really.
Now, here's a good thing that Christopher put up.
Okay, so Christopher says America has always been a melting pot with Asians, Native Americans, Mexicans, African Americans, etc. And it will always be that way, yes. And,
And there's always been slaves. I don't care if it's white against black slaves. There was always slaves, period.
Forever.
Yeah, even Mexican people had slaves.
Even, yeah. Yes, Spanish had slaves, I don't know.
So let's get off of...
Egyptians had slaves way back when.
Let's get off of belittling people because you think that you're better than them.
Or that your race maybe has had the short end of the stick all the time.
Right.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of people who've had the short end of the stick for ages as well. And I don't mean to sound like a little white girl, But I mean, really, look back in history. Look back in history. It's been hurt. People have been hurt. We need to get above this rhetoric, this hateful rhetoric that I hear from top politicians in the United States. I am so tired of them.
Thank you, Leanne. That's well said. Here's another one. We almost had that. Yes.
Mhm.
Now, here's another thing. I'm going to throw this at you folks, and I'm going to be real with this. I want you to think about this because I get messages that I don't want to bring out yet. We've talked about this a long time ago, and I talked about it on my radio show. I said, I want you to go home. This is the test. I want you to go home, turn off all your electricity, and turn off all your water, and live. Don't start a fire in your house. No. If you're going to make a fire, make it outside of the house. Okay? Like in the backyard somewhere. And that's how you're going to cook. Where are you going to get the water? Well, how far is the lake from here? You got to go down to the lake to get your water. The natives did it.
So did the pioneers,
Right.
immigrants.
So this is what I'm saying, folks. If you had a blackout, which I predicted back then, I said there will be a cyber attack on the electronical grid. There was. They were shooting at those big old generator deals. And I said there's going to be contamination in the water. There was. What are you going to do, folks? We can't drink oil. I've said that countless times. We cannot drink oil. We need water. We need to preserve water. We need to preserve electricity. Otherwise, we're going back to the old times. And if we get a blackout, which I'm almost sure is right around the corner, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive? Do you have enough candles? Do you have enough water? Do you have enough this? And do you have enough that? Batteries, flashlights, aspirin, a radio, a little portable radio. Do you have all this stuff? Because it's going to be, I'm going to tell you straight out, it's going to be push come to shove. And I don't mean to scare you guys. I'm just trying to wake you up and alert you.
So can I ask you a question?
Sure.
A kind of an uncomfortable one.
Go ahead.
What causes you not to end your life when you hear these terrible things, when you see these terrible things? What causes
Because
you
I'm going
not?
to tell you one thing, folks, and this is coming from my heart and my mind. You all know I have the third eye. God gave me life again. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now. So to me, I'm 20 years born per se. And it would be a slap in the Lord's face the way I look at it. It would be a slap in the Lord's face if I took my life, the precious gift that He gave me. So we have to be, we as readers and as common sense people, supposedly, we have to make the change. Our change has to be peace and love. It was back in the 70s, everybody was all for it. Peace and love, everybody. We need to bring that back. We don't need to bring the 60s back. We need to bring the 70s back. The 60s were hatred. Now we got to have love again. Everything does a turnaround for a reason.
We've got Sandra Perez here. Hello, she's on YouTube. Thank you for joining us here. Mary Erickson said, I saw an interview the other day that Mitt Romney was saying, who is a Republican, folks, was saying that he is not a member of this Republican Party. He said he was part of the Congress that worked together. Yes. And, you know, it's crazy that, and I know we're talking a little politics now, that's crazy that the former House Speaker was fired because he worked with the other side to pass so that we could be a government for another 45 days, you know, because our debt ceiling was a problem. You know, then he got ousted because he worked with the Democrats. What a ridiculous Congress.
Yeah, if you can't work together, then why are
Oh,
you in there?
honest to God, what the heck? Leanne says they take so much time separating people by race, people are blinded by what's really going on, fighting nonsense. I remember reading how did this happen in history, but now I know why. By looking how quick the masses submit to trusting their government who doesn't give a damn about them. Well, it's not, yeah, I mean, it seems like that's true. There's so many self-serving people in Congress and are the politicians. If you take a look at them and if you followed them, really, are they caring? They say they do. There are a few people who really do. I do believe Mitt Romney was one of them. I don't happen to be, I'm not a Republican, but I happen to like Mitt Romney because he really, he has his
He
heart in the right
cared.
place. He cares. You know, I mean, if there were a Republican, a candidate that was really not self-serving, or a Democratic person who wasn't self-serving, that's the person that we should vote for. I'm sorry. I don't, you know, they're all self-serving.
Christopher, I like that, honey. Read that. That makes sense.
Just like Roger said, we all bleed blood that can be transfused to any human being that has that same blood type. Mine happens to be B positive because I try to stay positive. Well, I know. And so I had the other question for you, honey. How do you stay positive seeing what you see with your third eye at times? You see these incredibly unbelievable things ahead of time. And how do you stay positive? How do you not go,
Well,
go?
being the fact that being a Libra, number one, you
Mm,
balance the scale so you take good and bad.
mhm.
If you remember correctly, back a while back when we were having supper, I heard the voice, and it said, "This is Metatron. I am the voice of God." He said, "You people need to stop hating and start uniting." And then he said, "Keep looking at the sky." And with that, it's like the voice of God is telling me this to tell you folks. And you might think I've lost my mind, but you know what? Let me tell you something. When I did my radio show back in 2009, I was ridiculed like crazy. And what happened? Everything I said came out. And it's still coming out. I seen what's going to be here, but I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I do feel like it's psychic mediums when not all psychic mediums, but every psychic, each, like, as you've always said, every psychic medium that is actually working or practicing their skill is a little different. I mean, they all have a, they have they, some go deep. You go really deep. Some kind of stay a little bit on surfacey. I don't know if it's their choice or if it's just what they're given as a gift. But you can't help but by be a messenger, right?
But
Am I
here's
right?
the thing: there's some people that do what we do. I'm talking psychic mediums and all that for profit.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody all the time, it's not about the money. It's about the word that comes out, the word you receive. When you get to hear from a loved one, that's why you came to me. Not because I'm going to charge you X amount of dollars or you're going to pay me X amount of dollars. No. You come to hear something.
Well, and basically, what you charge is very little compared to many others. I
I
mean,
know.
you have been told time and time again by many people, your peers, that you don't. And I'm not saying that you should change your rates, but I mean, I'm saying, what you, and I'm not advertising right now, guys. I'm just saying, uh, it's crazy what Roger sees that he's allowed to see. It's crazy what you, I have to say, are allowed to see, and there must be a reason why you see. And I know you're not crazy because, can I say it, folks? He pays the bills. He worries about my car. He worries about me. He, I mean, he entertains. He he functions. If he were crazy, he wouldn't have an office. He wouldn't have me. I wouldn't want him. if you were crazy. So, I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is for real stuff, and you can take it or leave it. But I suggest that you think about it and um, consider it, and you really do look at your environment, and you really
Honey,
take it
look at
back.
our friend Sunday. I was
Yeah,
playing music, and
yeah.
then during the break time, two of our friends came up, and all of a sudden, bang! I got the horse that this girl used to ride. I described the horse to her, and then I also mentioned her grandson's name, who had passed because of an overdose.
He didn't know. Roger doesn't know the name of her son. He doesn't know that person well enough to know that she had a horse, but that horse
Right.
appeared.
And
You
then
know,
our
it,
other friend, now I mentioned a girl's name, and he told me, he said, "You're not going to believe this." He said, "That's my father's real name." And I looked at him and said, "That's a girl's name." He goes, "That's his name. It's dum pa dum pa dum pa dum." And I just went, "What?" And he said, "Yeah." And then I started telling him some other stuff, and he goes, "Dude," he goes, "your gift is something else." He goes, "Man, it's real." I said, "I've been telling you all this time I'm very real." And that's why people come to me, because they want to hear from somebody on the other side. When they do, it's like smack. And they like, "Oh, wait, I wasn't ready for that one."
hmm
Well, you came to me.
Well, it's kind of funny, and I might be digressing and walking away from what you have predicted, which I think, you know, I'm thank you for bringing these things out again, because I think people need to be aware and not be, just don't. I guess the message I get from what you say is don't just accept, don't just go through your day blindly. Don't stay informed, and use all types of news sources if you wish, or just read, or just be aware of what your life is. And trust me, what the politicians do in Washington D.C., I don't know how the politicians are in other countries, but what they do really affects us. It affects us, or, what they do or don't do affects us. So we need to be aware, because they have the power to change things, or to put us in another, fight worldwide. You know, I'm not going to go. I have to watch my words.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when I do what I do, folks, it's real. There's no look up on Facebook about you and all that. Because a lot of times I'm just meeting you at that particular time. So how could I go on Facebook and check you out?
Right.
And when somebody tells me that, "Oh, you look me up," I want to slap them. I really do. Because it's an insult to me.
Well, and you don't have time. You don't do that. You just met the person. They just came on the show. How can you research that? That doesn't even make any sense. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mary, they're right. You're right. They work for the people, but they're not working for the people now.
They used to. Doesn't feel like it, does it? I think there are some individuals who would like to, on both sides of the party, in both parties, but the small percentage, which is kind of the crazy ones, I have to say it, they're changing the way it looks. It's frustrating, and I do feel like a pawn. And so Christopher says Roger is sensitive now enough to know what's coming in the near future. Yes, you're sensitive.
And
Yes,
the
he's
whole
very.
thing is all I can say, folks, pray. Really
Yeah.
pray. Pray from your heart and mean it. Pray to the Holy Mother Mary and pray to God mainly.
Okay, and let me add, if that's not your uh, uh, scope of belief, meditate your source, whoever is your source, whoever is your God, you know, pray to the angels to help us. Absolutely. Angela, thank you for alerting us, she says. I thank God for your awareness and honestly letting us know letting us know what's to come and get prepared.
But Angie, tell me this. Can you prepare? I would say Go out and get candles and batteries, flashlight, little radio that you can listen to, all the stuff so you're aware of what's going on. Because in the long run, when the electrical grid is cut off, you're in darkness. Even in the daytime, you're in darkness.
So this is where we're headed. But again, can I ask? Can we can change it by praying
Yep.
praying for the leaders to have good guidance or to pause, and maybe it's a God intervention. I don't know, or maybe our ETs, if you believe in extraterrestrials, and I'm not joking, they have helped us in the past, as far as I can see.
Richard, you're saying a building explosion or collapse. I'm going to say 2 explosions. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. A lot of times Richard's right. That's why we both like communicate together and compare notes per se. But I get two explosions. And I don't mean to be like I'm the psychic. Come to me, no. I'm just a normal guy who plays music, who's been blessed by the third gift or the third eye, by music, everything. I'm just a normal guy. If you came to our office, I'd be cracking jokes and everything. That's me. But when it comes down to buckling down to my third eye, I get real. That changes me. So, are you folks ready for cards now? After all of that?
We are.
Not only businesses, Richard, banks. I said that before. I said there's going to be, and I told the girls at the bank, I said, start saving some money at home. They looked at me like, what? I said, there's going to be a cyber attack on the money. Boom. The Bitcoin. I said the Bitcoin was junk. It's all a stupid, like a Ponzi scheme. It's
all
junk.
Stupid? Did you say a stupid?
To me, it is. Also, I had said they would give us a card with an allotment for the month. Well, believe it or not, there's a flex card that's out. It's the thing is that I tell everybody, I don't say things to be right. I say things because I see them. And I'm sorry if they're right or wrong, but they're there. And I never know when it's going to happen. I only know that it will. Okay? Now, Angela got brave and she took card number 1.
Oh, and Mary did too.
That's great, Christopher. I like that. Okay, here we go. Card number 1, everybody. Mary, Mary, Mary. We talked about this before. Remember the paperwork and all that? Dreams of abundance. That's card number 1. Wow, everybody's going for number 2. Gee whiz. Card number 1 says dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. I like that. Oh, hello, Kelly. You're not late. Don't worry. Okay, Maria wants card number 2, honey. Tammy Maddox, good to see you on you, dear. I didn't know you were here. Peach-Ann, good to see you too, dear.
And Margot wants to. Christopher James wants to. Doyle wants to. Okay. I think I got them all.
Says, Roger, we got an earthquake Monday, and it's the second time. I told you it was coming.
Oh. P-Chan wants to as well. So I'm going to get rid of this Elizabeth
Thank you.
Davidson.
All right, here we go. Second card. Organize for success. Okay? If you're going to go out and apply for a job, you're not going to go in like blue jeans and just regular scrubs. No, you're going to go out with something that's worthwhile, you know? You're going to dress up a little and look the part. Man, Elizabeth Davison, if you could hear my voice, get the hell off my show. You got a lot of nerve, girl. A lot of nerve. Can you do anything, honey?
I'm doing it. It takes time.
Okay. All right, it says organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next step action steps. Okay? No, there's not a number 4, Flacca. Just 1, 2, 3. Sandra, there's no number 4. Stop it. I'll put you in timeout. All right. That was a good card from my daughter, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, honey. Organize for success. All right, card number 3. Wow. This is kind of what we talked about.
I'll take 3 as well.
Clean energy food. Okay? See, Maria said, yes, it was a good card. And here's what it says. Card number 3, clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a helpful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus.
Oh.
This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships.
Wow, what was that again? What was the title of that again?
Clean energy food, like White Castles.
Like you are what you eat.
Right. Okay, that was it. 1, 2, 3. Debbie, I just said 2. Where were you?
Well,
So,
can you so
I hope I didn't scare you guys. If I did, I hope I woke you up, if anything, you know, because you need to know this stuff. I seen this back in 2009, and all of a sudden it's here now. And I always prayed that it wouldn't come and show its head. It has. Same thing with COVID. I called it a plague back in 2009. I said all over the world. It took my son. So, and my brother and my brother-in-law. So I know what it's about. I said the Army or the National Guard will be giving out food and water. They had lines of it. Okay? I talked about the Republicans fighting amongst themselves. They are. I didn't start it. They did themselves. I said that we're right now, there's 2 wars going on. And this I said about maybe a month ago or 2. I said there's 2 wars going on. I said there's going to be a third, and it's going to include us. Well, guess what? We're not into the meat of it, but we're in it. And this is why I say it's sad, because all we are is pawns in a chess game, and I've said that time and time and time again. The main thing, folks, I ask of you and ask of yourselves pray. Keep praying. Pray from your heart. Pray that you want all of this war nonsense to stop. It's got to stop. I don't like war. My thing is when I came back from the other side, after dying and everything, and I came back a loving person. I love everybody. I always give the benefit of the doubt. I see the homeless, I try to help them. You folks have to do that. I mean, change your attitude toward life and people. It's so important. You know, you can keep your head in the sand and say, "Oh, I don't want to hear this. It's too heavy." Okay, put your head in the sand. But when you dig your head out of the sand like that, look around you. It's there. This is why I've constantly said, be aware of your environment, your surroundings. When you go to the store, park in front. And just because it's cold, damn it, turn off your car. Take your keys with you. Do not leave your kids in the car and say, "Well, I'm just going to get some milk." Boom, like that, your car's gone and your kid's gone too. Think. Think. That's why the Lord gave you a brain. Think. It isn't going to hurt you to turn off the car, to shut it off, take the key with you, and lock the door so that you don't have a surprise behind you when you get back in the driver's seat. Remember that. It's very important.
And also be cautious and aware of when you're going back to your car. Don't be distracted by anything. Just know where you are. Don't be distracted by a phone call. Say, "I'll call you later," or don't even answer. Just go to the car, open it up, and get in.
Lock your door. I've told my wife countless times, you always open up the door and you put your seatbelt on. No, shut the door, lock the door, then put your seatbelt on.
I mean, a lot of people are taken by surprise in like grocery store parking lots, for heaven's sakes, by people who want to take your car or hurt you. Don't do it.
Here's another one.
Don't be
unaware. If you are alone and you need to put gas in your car, take your keys out of the ignition, put them in your pocket, lock the doors. Because somebody can slip in. If your purse is on the seat, they can slip in and take your purse without you even knowing it. I'm just trying to alert you folks to a lot of things. Now, I'm going to help you guys with some other stuff. This is goofy, but this is off the grid per se. We're in the times where things are freezing, okay? So please make sure that your tires on your car are not bald. Because when they're cold and they expand, they can explode. Next thing you know, you're flying somewhere on the freeway. Another thing, there's black ice out there when it snows. Slow down. If you used to do 65, do 50. They can always go around you. Remember that. Okay? Check your tires above all. That's one of the main important things. Countless times I've told people that check your front tire because I get this and I get that. Boom. One person I told him, I said, please be careful of your tire coming off the rim. It's going to go in front of you and you'll see it. And that's exactly what happened. They had like a blowout. The tire came off and went in front of them, flying. Just see what I see.
So Lisa says, I have to say that Lisa's got good news. Lisa can too. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
She says that Tina gets to come home tomorrow. Yay! Not out of the woods yet, but she can come home to heal, then back to see some more specialists. And I saw your post on Facebook about what they found out about her taking a particular drug that caused her to go into a tailspin. Is that still true? And we continue to pray for her healing, and I'm hoping that they found the culprit for her being so sick. Yeah. I hope so. And that's good warning to anybody who has diabetes, actually, Lisa. Yep.
I want to put that up.
Yes. Kathy says our prayers are stronger as a collective. Everyone needs to pray.
And
Pray
right
for our
now we need to
country,
pray
pray
for
for
Tina.
and Tina, and to expand it to our countries and to the world and to our leaders to do the right things. Yeah.
Hi, Sherry. First off, I didn't know
Hi,
you were on.
Sherry.
But yes, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Always, always, always. Don't leave the car running, damn it. Because they can take your car, and if you have your children in there, they can take your kids too. And then
Don't
there
do it.
you are. Whoa.
Don't
You know,
do
if
it.
you would have used this brain that you have,
I don't understand that at all.
don't leave the kids in the car with the
No,
car running. I cannot
no.
stress that enough.
No.
Because people don't care. They just go. It's a free ride. Oh, boy. I'll tell you. I'm sorry if I got off the deep end with all this stuff, folks, but it's important for you to know which right now things are happening as I predicted they will.
Yep.
Yep,
Debbie.
you're right, Debbie. That is
You're
very,
right.
very true.
For such a small country, it is an important country. It is a way important country.
We're
Everybody
sorry to
gets
hear
involved.
this.
Yeah. Everybody gets involved with that one. Yep. I know. It's
Crazy
not
people,
crazy,
man.
Loretta.
Because nobody cares and respects what's yours, you know? Whatever happened to that? Respect your elders and respect their property. That's gone.
Yeah. Kelly doesn't go to anywhere alone in public anymore. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's
Comments?
very true, Mary. Janet Martin says, where was it?
The right front tire gets more damage. Check it, change it. Okay.
Yep. Because we make a lot of right turns, that's why.
Okay.
Teresa Dobbs, good to see you on here, girl.
So she says we have a lot of human trafficking going on.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why I say take your keys out of your car and lock your car. If you have your children in there, don't leave them alone.
Well, and don't leave them alone on the computer either.
Keep this in mind. You can always replace your car, your truck, whatever you're driving, but you can't replace your kids. Remember that.
Or your pets.
Yeah. I had a beautiful German Shepherd one time, and it was only 6 months or 6 weeks old. And this guy came and took him from me. When I went to go pet him again, after he seen me, he almost bit my hand off.
Because of what the guy did to him?
The guy took him and made him his dog. And taught him how to attack.
Wow.
P-Chan, you're right about that. By God, you're right. And thank you, Christopher. Like I said, I hope I didn't get off the wall or whatever, but you people need to know all this stuff. It's very important. Pay attention. Like when the phone rings, stay the hell off the phone. I'll call you back. Click, drive. Okay? Don't turn the radio up and start singing and all that. That's what kids did in the old days. Now it's pay attention. You're driving. You were driving a 3-ton vehicle or a 2-ton, whatever the hell it is, the weight. When you're driving something like that, you have the responsibility of that vehicle. It's not only your life, but it's the lives of others that are on the same road you are.
Supply and demand for sex, that there would be no need for human trafficking. You're right, but I don't think that's ever. There's always going to be a demand for it. There's always going to be a demand. It's as old as mankind, probably.
Look what Herbie says.
Okay, so Herbie says, sometimes I walk past a car that is running and I think, what would this person do if I move it around the corner? Of course, I never do it.
But yeah, you're right, Herbie. What would they do? They'd be screaming like that, you know? Somebody took my car. Yeah, for a reason, to show you a lesson. But we don't do that. You betcha, Loretta. Especially now. And it's at the point now where he's just saying, you know, I had enough of this. Boom. It's just we got to be careful, folks. Please, please, please start praying. Start being aware of your environment. Be good to your kids. Man, I hate that when people are, love your kids. Show them the love and respect, because that way when they grow up, they'll have it for other people too.
Oh, okay. Good news, Mary. Are you putting it up? I still have faith in many people. Last night, our trick-and-treaters were polite. They said hello and thank you without being prompted. It's a small thing, but so refreshing. We had the same experience. We
Yep.
had, they're
Good
so
kids, good kids.
cute kids, wonderful. We had we almost lost, didn't lose. We almost, our candy supply, which was a lot, went down to this much. Not too much, this much. Be prepared, yes.
And folks, you know that we do 2 shows a week. This one today started at 4 o'clock till 5:30. The next one we do is Saturday morning at 10:30 in the morning. Right now it is approximately
5:20.
No, it says 5:19 right here.
Okay.
Okay, so you can Simonize your watch. But we do these shows. Number one, you know that when I get something that I have to tell you folks, I get a message from the other side. I will come on and say whatever it is, regardless of how it is. I do not sugarcoat any of my messages. And Faye and I come on every week just so we can deliver what has to be delivered. Like, what's his name? The psychic guy got. I can't remember his name. The one we talked about, honey. The top one that we consider the top one. Remember, deliver the mail?
Yeah.
Who
I
said
can't
that?
think of it either. Okay.
But they told Paul that. And that's what we come to do, deliver the mail. Now, our dear friend Paul's going to be on tomorrow. I think.
John Edwards. Thank you, Teresa.
John Edward, yeah.
John Edwards.
Thank you. But Paul will be on tomorrow doing Spirit Quest. And he comes on at 1:30 in the afternoon. Okay?
Yeah, Central Time. 2:30 Eastern Time.
Now, hopefully our friend Laura Lee, just because we left the network doesn't mean we cut them off. We still stay in contact with Laura Lee and we stay in contact with Michelle DeRochers. Okay? And we plan to have them on our shows.
Yeah.
Hello, Keisha.
They're very wonderful people, the psychic mediums themselves. And again, they're each different, and we love them. Yeah, Paul, Herbert, yeah. So Sherry says that not paying attention, speaking of, earlier today I missed the last basement step and fell on my knee and hip. Thank goodness, I think it's just going to be a bruise and nothing worse. I know, you take care. Be mindful of where we are at all times. Absolutely. We got to take care of ourselves, each and every one of us.
Remember this, folks. We have Big Brother watching us. But to what extent? Crime is still there. And this is getting crazy. People are getting crazy. They think that they don't have to abide by the rules. We all have to abide by them. So please, please, please stay focused. Stay aware of what's going on. If you're driving your car, check to see that your tires are okay. Make sure your battery is up so you're not stranded out somewhere. Okay? All this stuff is very important for you to know.
Hi, Keisha.
And I cannot stress it enough to, like, why am I told Faye, I said, if it's too hard for them to swallow, why are we doing the shows? The shows are for you folks, not for us. I always say, I talk for your health, not mine. Because I know what I have to do. I take care of Mama and myself because we have our house and we take care of our kids and grandkids. That's
To the
our
best,
thing that we pray
to the
for.
best of our ability.
Right.
To the best of our ability. Oh, well, Keisha, darling, she does ask a question.
I predicted that
Yeah.
right now there's 2 wars going on, and I had predicted there's going to be 3 that will involve us. We're there.
Yeah.
Back
We're
on the
there.
radio when I was doing my show in San Antonio, Texas, back in 2009, I predicted when the word comes out to rise, they will rise, and they will rise against Americans. It's already happening. So please be aware of who you're around, where you are, what you're doing. It's very important. And above all, don't go into a store with your car running. Turn it off and lock it up. You don't want surprises when you get back behind the wheel and somebody behind you. Lock up your car. Anything you want to say, honey?
Well, I think we're kind of nearing the end of the show, and it turns out that we had a lot to talk about tonight. It really wasn't a lot about readings. We didn't have any short reads. I don't know if there's even time for us to get into that right now, and I appreciate. I mean, people, you have all of you. We love you. You've stayed with us. The numbers have stayed with us. We love that you are here watching us and supporting us. Thank you very much.
No, Keisha, live your life, okay? Just be aware of what's going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
Herbie, I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe I can do so. If I get something from now until Saturday, I will text you. Above all, folks, these words, and I mean this sincerely, these words mean a hell of a lot. I received these words during a reading for a lady, and her husband said these words: love everyone you can on this earth, because love is life and life is love. You need to instill that in your head and in your heart.
I don't think that ever will go out of style or out of importance, those words. I think they applied back then, they apply now. They will apply in the future. They apply when you walk your daily life. Love everyone you can. Oh,
there's my cousin Albert.
Yeah,
now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the guy. This is my cousin Albert, who let me do Latino psychic visions. He was the first one that allowed me to go on the air, on the radio. And if it wasn't for him, I would have never started Latino Psychic Visions. Then on that show is when I made all the predictions, and I got laughed at, I got ridiculed, everybody said you're stupid and this and that. And what happened? Everything I predicted came out. So, all I can say is if I came on too heavy for everybody, that's life. Life is life. Remember that. I come on here, I don't make stuff up. I don't have to. I listen to the other side all the time, whether it be night or day. They always talk to me. And please put my cousin Albert, put him on your list for prayers. He's heading to the doctor tomorrow. On the top of the list should be Tina Cantu, okay? We want Tina to get well. And once again, I want to say, Teresa Dobbs, thank you. Thank you for saying that, for even mentioning that. Well, Mama, you go ahead and sign up or say what you want to say.
Well, I just want to say thank you for staying with us tonight. This was kind of a heavy night, and
Yep.
thank you for sharing those who have shared the show. It's not too late to share the show. We'd appreciate it, or just spread the word about us. Um, if you want to give us a call, give us a call. Um, but
Yeah, that's another thing. Why haven't the phone been ringing? Even at the talk, folks.
yeah,
I mean, if there's something that's bugging you, call me.
yeah,
Put
don't
the
be
number
afraid.
up, babe, will you please?
Yes, I certainly will.
And I can say this too. There's meatloaf at the Garza's.
I'll warm it up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, folks, every time I come on, or every time that we come on, I mean this when I say this from the heart. I really care about you guys because you guys make the show what it is. Now Faye is having her show next Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
I never thought that would ever happen. I never even imagined it. But as soon as Roger put it in my head, and then Paul said, "Oh, yeah, come on." And I go, "Why would I have anything to say?" And then now I have in November, every Tuesday night, I have a guest that will be showing up on my show to share their expertise in an area that I think is of interest to you. So I hope that you will join me on Tuesday night as well.
So, Keisha, by the time you fly up here, I would have ate it all.
That's a big serving, so. So Mary says she's going to be here soon. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, God love you guys, man. You've been a great audience. Thank you for sticking around with us. I mean things that I say. And don't forget, tomorrow Paul hopefully will be on at 1:30 in the afternoon Central Standard Time. We will be back Saturday morning at 10:30 in the morning doing our other show, This Mug's For You. If you have anything you want to interject per se, let us know. Hit us up afterwards. If you missed the show, please rewatch it and share it with your family and friends. I've talked about some pretty heavy things on here. So, with that, what time Tuesday, honey? Is 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
It's
right?
4 p.m. Central Time, so 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And so, yeah, it will be on Latino and on Roger's channel for now until I get my own channel set up. Okay, folks? So please join us on Latino. I'll give you notice. I'll give you a little ad promo.
Faye's Angels.
It's Faye's Angels, yes. Yes.
We got to get out of here, hon.
Yes, we do.
Thank you, folks, for sticking around. Please take what I said to heart because I don't talk for words. And remember, I talk for your health, not mine. And for your warning, not mine. I already know what I have to do and I already know what's coming. So please take heed to the warning, okay? We are on here next week, or not next week, Saturday we'll be here.
Oh, thank you,
thanks,
Christopher.
Christopher. That's cool. I like that.
It's a work. we are a work in progress. Yes, we are. And never, yeah.
Y'all take care of yourself. God love you all. Please be aware. Wake up. Get your head out of the sand. Don't forget to check those tires and check those batteries.
Make every moment count.
Right.
Make every moment count. We love you. We'll see you next week. We'll see you Saturday. We'll see you Tuesday. Love you all.
As we say every show. And
yes,
in fact, I'm going to hold it up that way, which has meaning, so you can see it with your own eyes.
Yes.
Love everyone you can on this earth. Okay? Because love is life.
Life and
life is love.
Is love. Good night, folks. Love you all.
Take care, everybody. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh. Did you want to talk to me?
Oh, wait a second. I'm trying to do this.
It was a good show, huh?